Can you hear me? Okay. So we will discuss, as I told you, we have finished anterior compartment of the thigh. Only thing is femoral nerve. That femoral nerve I will discuss with lumbar plexus in detail. So today we are going to discuss complete medial compartment of the thigh. Okay. So no, we know this picture from anterior compartment also, like this is a transverse section of the thigh which helps us to understand the compartments, right? Isn't it? So we have from the, what is the deep fascia of the thigh called as? Fascia lata, isn't it? So we have certain modifications of fascia lata like iliotibial tract, saphenous opening, cribriform fascia, and the intermuscular septae. So we have medial intermuscular septa, we have lateral intermuscular septa, we also have posterior intermuscular septa, which are attached to the borders of the shaft of the femur, which divides the femur, which divides the thigh into certain compartments. So in front we have anterior compartment, also called as extensor compartment. Okay, we know extensor compartment, that is anterior compartment, is supplied by femoral nerve. Okay, so in the medial compartment we have adductors of the knee. Okay, so this is supplied by obturator nerve. Okay, posterior compartment we have flexors of the knee. Now this picture will help us to remember the functions very easily, and posterior compartment nerve supply comes from sciatic nerve. Okay, Raj,
बोल
can you tell me the muscles of the anterior compartment?
बोल
First,
बोल
there is some disturbance from somebody's home. Can you please mute? Okay, Ritika, can you tell me the muscles of anterior compartment, beta? Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, beta. We finished anterior compartment. Just name the muscles.
Ma'am, I was not present, so I don't really know.
Okay. Imad, Chavi, very simple question I'm asking. Beta. Hema, Abhinav, Hansraj.
Quadriceps femoris, articularis genu, sartorius, tensa fascia latae. Not tensa fascia latae, sorry. Only these three. Quadriceps femoris, again there are four.
What are those?
Vastus medialis, vastus lateralis, rectus femoris, and vastus intermedius.
Very good, very good. See, Ritika, I'm just listing out for you. Front of the thigh, we have quadriceps femoris muscle. Okay, that means four
Okay, ma'am.
muscles together. Okay, those three vasitae,
Okay.
vastus medialis, vastus intermedius, vastus lateralis, and rectus femoris. These are major muscles.
Okay.
Apart from that, we also have sartorius and articularis genu, very small articularis genu.
Okay, ma'am.
Sartorius is talar muscle. Okay, so anterior
Okay, ma'am.
compartment is supplied by femoral nerve. This we didn't discuss yet. It's an essay question. Okay, now
Okay.
only Hema is answering. Chavi, can you just name the muscles of medial compartment? Abhinav. Hansraj. Okay, Hema, tell me beta. Imad.
Adductor longus, adductor brevis, adductor magnus, gracilis, pectineus.
Excellent, Chavi. Very good. Okay, all these muscles now we are going to study origin, insertion, nerve supply, action. So what is the nerve supply of medial compartment of the thigh? Which nerve do we have there? Obturator.
Obturator nerve.
Very good. Okay, and these medial compartment muscles are adductors of the knee. Okay, I am not asking posterior compartment now. Be ready for tomorrow. That again I will be asking all compartment muscles, but you must be knowing. Imad, what are the posterior compartment muscles? Okay, Hema. Abhinav. Semimembranosus, semitendinosus, biceps femoris, and hamstring part of adductor magnus, that is posterior compartment. So in the posterior compartment, we have the nerve supply comes from sciatic nerve. Okay, beta? That is. So this is again the same picture. No, but this picture will help us to understand like exactly what are the structures, where do we have femur bone. Okay, so this becomes the medial intermuscular septum, lateral intermuscular septum, and posterior intermuscular septum. Now these are all front of the thigh muscles. As Hema told us, we have vastus lateralis, intermedius, medialis, rectus femoris. Now just below vastus medialis and below the sartorius, you are finding there is one triangular space underneath which you are finding the blood vessels like femoral artery, femoral vein, and the saphenous nerve. So this intermuscular space, can you just guess what is the name of this intermuscular space?
Femoral triangle.
No, beta. Below femoral triangle, this is. This section is taken little below. Apex of the femoral triangle corresponds to, we didn't discuss this, adductor canal, Hunter's canal. Okay. So subsartorial canal. 3 names it has. Okay. Adductor canal, subsartorial in the sense it is below sartorius muscle. That's the reason it's called as subsartorial canal. Okay, adductor canal because it is seen in the medial compartment of the thigh. And Hunter is the name of the surgeon who has performed the surgery by just lifting this sartorius muscle, exposing these vessels to treat aneurysms. That's why it is called as Hunter's canal also. 3 names it has. Okay, beta? Then. So, what is the superficial vein we see just below like fascia lata, one long vein we see? What is this? We have? Emma?
Great saphenous.
Yeah, very good. Great saphenous vein. Okay. Chavi, profunda femoris artery is a branch of which artery, beta? It's a branch of which artery? Profunda femoris?
Femoral artery. Branch of femoral artery.
Yeah, femoral artery. Okay. Okay. If you find 2 veins on either side of an artery, what is the term used?
Vena comitatus.
Yeah, very good. Vena commitans. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now coming to the medial compartment, cutaneous supply. Though you are just seeing the names now, I will take the details of lumbar plexus shortly. So we have ilioinguinal nerve. Root value is L1. We have cutaneous branch of obturator nerve L2, L3, L4. Then we have posterior branch of medial cutaneous nerve. Okay. So which is like root value is L2, L3. Okay, beta? Now see here. See, these are the adductor muscles. Now you can see we have what's the naming? Chavi has named. So adductor longus we have. Then we have, see, adductor longus, adductor brevis, adductor magnus, pectineus, and gracilis. Okay. So these are the muscles we see. Okay. So we have muscles like pectineus longus, gracilis in superficial plane. This one, pectineus, adductor longus, and gracilis. This is the superficial plane. Okay. And we also have obturator externus. Okay. Then a part of obturator externus will be visible. Where is obturator externus muscle found? Do you remember obturator foramen of hip bone? Obturator foramen is basically covered by obturator membrane. Okay. So outside we have obturator externus muscle, inside we have obturator internus muscle. Okay. That's the reason it's very like not so much clearly visible from this plane. That's why even it is not shown. Okay. Behind in the deep plane we have adductor magnus. Okay. Just now you saw in the previous picture, we also have, see, in this adductor region, deeper plane, we have profunda femoris vessels. Okay, we know profunda femoris is branch of femoral artery. Okay, the obturator vessels are the branches of internal iliac artery. Okay, nerve, obturator nerve is a branch of lumbar plexus, we will see. So, obturator externus lies deep in this region, but functionally it is related to gluteal region. Okay. Now we are going to discuss these muscles. Like what are those? Adductor longus, brevis, magnus. Okay, more superficial to 3 adductors, there is gracilis. Okay, now let us, now before I focus any picture, do you remember from where do they come? The adductor muscles. Again, you
So
should
the ischial
recollect hip
tuberosity.
bone.
Ischial tuberosity.
Ischial tuberosity was that, no, beta. All
Sorry,
hamstrings.
ischiopubic ramus.
Ischiopubic ramus. Okay, you should remember ischiopubic ramus, hip bone. I'm just checking if that picture is there so that you can recollect easily. Okay, it's not hip bone. So So, as Imad is telling, origin is like we have front of the body of pubis below pubic tubercle. Okay, try to recollect this. It slopes downwards. Okay, backwards. Okay, this one is longest. See, from the body of pubis it is coming, and also from the pubic tubercle it is sloping downwards, backwards, and laterally. And if you remember linea aspera, all these adductor muscles are taking their insertion there only. Medial lip of the linea aspera. Isn't it? What muscles are taking origin from linea aspera, Hema? Vasetae. Isn't
Okay.
it? Vasetae were taking origin and adductors are taking their insertion. Okay. Now, adductors, action is adductor and medial rotator of hip joint. Okay. And the nerve supply, all muscles, you just remember they are all supplied by obturator nerve. I will show you what is this anterior and posterior division in today's class only as we proceed. Okay. Then. So actually this muscle is basically used more in horse riders because this adduction and medial rotation of hip joint is more during horse riding. Okay, so that's the reason in horse riders the insertion tendon region gets calcified. Okay, so this calcified tendon is called as rider's bone. Okay, so in some cadavers if we find that calcified tendon in this place. Okay, then next we have, see, this is hip bone, and we know this is again body of pubis. This is the ramus of pubis, inferior ramus of pubis, right? So the origin is lower part of the body and inferior ramus of the pubis, and the insertion is line extending lesser trochanter to the linea aspera. Okay, so upper part of the linea aspera. This is also adductors, means they bring about adduction only. This is also supplied by anterior division. Then adductor magnus. Adductor magnus, as name implies, it's a big muscle, bulky muscle. It's a composite muscle. Okay, it is something like hybrid muscle also because it has nerve supply coming from the medial compartment nerve, which is obturator nerve, and it is also supplied by sciatic nerve because this muscle is also seen in the posterior compartment of the thigh. Okay, beta? Now, from this picture, if you see, this is coming from the ischiopubic ramus. That means ramus of the pubis and ramus of the ischium. Quite big origin.
So this is also hybrid muscle.
Hybrid muscle, 100% hybrid
Okay.
muscle. Okay, then composite muscle, also called as hybrid muscle. Adductor and hamstring part it has. Hamstring means posterior compartment of the thigh. So origin, external surface of the ischiopubic ramus. Okay, and now you see the fibers are running downwards, forwards, and laterally, and they are getting inserted into the linea aspera, isn't it? Medial lip of the linea aspera. Do you remember adductor tubercle? I said the bony elevation which is formed due to the insertion of this adductor magnus. And you are finding there are certain openings. What are these openings for, beta? Do you remember, like profunda femoris artery had perforating branches? Those perforating branches, they came back and they had, we have seen the formation of trochanteric and cruciate anastomosis, right? Okay, the vessels from front, they have pierced through these openings and they have come out. This is the major opening which is called as adductor hiatus, through which femoral artery now goes behind. Isn't it, beta? It goes behind in the popliteal region to continue as popliteal artery. Okay, beta? So that is adductor magnus.
Ma'am, that adductor hiatus part, could you repeat, please?
Adductor hiatus, all these are openings only beta. Largest opening is called as adductor hiatus. Okay. So adductor hiatus, what is the artery we have seen in the front of the thigh?
Femoral artery.
Very good. Femoral artery, that vein structures in femoral triangle. That femoral artery will give so many branches. It is coursing downwards, 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 and finally it is passing through this whole beta.
Okay.
From front it goes behind. Femoral artery from front is going, it is going behind by passing through this opening. The name of this opening is adductor hiatus. Okay, beta?
Okay.
And the name of the artery changes. Now it is going behind the knee, which is called as
Popliteal.
popliteal fossa. Very good. There it is called as popliteal artery. Okay. So that is adductor tubercle is the insertion point, and lower part is degenerating and it is forming the tibial collateral ligament, which is actually the part of knee joint. We will study. Okay, as we proceed, knee joint, hip joint and all. So tibial collateral ligament, you please remember, it is a degenerated part of the tendon of the adductor magnus. Okay, then it has 5 aponeurotic opening. Aponeurosis means sheet of fascia which has no muscle fibers is called aponeurosis, right? External oblique muscle visa, aponeurosis. Internal oblique aponeurosis, right? So there it has holes, no better. So it's very close to bone and aponeurosis. That's the reason it is called as osteoaponeurotic opening. Okay, so that is. So upper 4 are small and they are transmitting the perforating branches of profunda femoris, and lower one is allowing the passage of the femoral artery to continue as popliteal artery. Okay. So we know function is same, adduction and medial rotation of the hip. Innervation is obturator nerve and also tibial part of the sciatic nerve. Now gracilis. So gracilis origin is from the body of pubis and adjoining ischiopubic ramus. Insertion, you remember gyropes, I guess, right? Yes, beta. Sartorius, gracilis and semitendinosus. These are the 3 muscles which are getting inserted in the upper part of the shaft of the tibia. Okay. Gracilis is a muscle of medial compartment. Sartorius is a muscle of anterior compartment. Isn't it better? And semitendinosus is a muscle of posterior compartment. Everything will be suspended as though it is tent. That's why it is called as gyropes. Okay, beta? That is. So innervation is obturator nerve. So now see, insertion we know. Action, it is adductor of hip joint, flexor and medial rotator of knee joint. Convergence, we know these 3 muscles, gyropes. Now small muscle, we saw this muscle in the floor of femoral triangle, right beta? Pectineus. So pectineus is also hybrid or composite muscle. Origin is pecten pubis. Okay, that is seen. Pecten pubis is with the superior ramus. Okay, so insertion is vertical line which is going downwards, extending from the lesser trochanter to the linea aspera. Okay, action, flexor and adductor of hip joint. Okay, and it is supplied, see, this is present like in the floor of the femoral triangle, means it is present in the anterior compartment. Now we are studying under adductor or medial compartment. That means it is receiving that supply from femoral nerve and also obturator nerve. That's the reason you are calling it as hybrid or composite muscle. So 2 muscles we saw in today's class which are hybrid muscles. Isn't it? One is pectineus and the other is adductor magnus. Okay, then actually obturator externus is a muscle which is seen in the gluteal region, but a part of it may be visible here. That's the reason we usually study it in this region. So outer surface, I told you this hole what we have in the hip bone is the obturator foramen. So in the obturator foramen we have a membrane, that is the obturator membrane. Outside the obturator membrane, we have the origin of obturator externus. Inside, we have the origin of obturator internus. Okay, what is this big trochanter we have? That is the greater trochanter. So the insertion is coming on the external surface, like trochanteric fossa. Okay, insertion. This is trochanteric fossa. The action, it laterally rotates the thigh at hip joint and stabilizes the hip joint as a postural muscle. Innervation is obturator nerve. Okay, that is. Now, yesterday when we were talking about femoral ring, femoral canal, we came across this obturator artery. Do you remember, beta? When we are treating hernias, femoral hernia, what did I tell? We are supposed to cut the lacunar ligament and we are supposed to push the contents of the hernia back into the abdomen, for which we are cutting the lacunar ligament. Lacunar ligament, I told you, it was forming the medial boundary of the femoral ring, isn't it? Anterior boundary was inguinal ligament, posterior
Inguinal
boundary
ligament.
was pectineus, isn't it better? Medially we saw lacunar ligament base, that you should cut, I said. Sometimes we may have obturator artery there, I said. Do you remember better? Abnormal obturator artery may be present, which can cause alarming hemorrhage. We should check that. Not always, but sometimes it may be present. Now, why I'm talking about obturator artery now? Because we are talking about the medial compartment, and the medial compartment is supplied by this artery. And it is a branch of the anterior division of internal iliac artery. Okay, it is entering the thigh by passing through this obturator canal. I hope you remember, this is all obturator membrane. I told you above we have a small hole, obturator foramen, which passes the obturator vessels and nerves. I said not only obturator artery, we also have obturator nerve coming out from here. Okay, Uta? So it is entering, that means obturator artery enters the thigh by passing through obturator canal. Okay, and
Ma'am,
once it
what was
is
the previous point, ma'am? The femoral triangle, there you said some obturator artery. Just now.
abnormal obturator artery may be present in the femoral canal, beta. Femoral canal, medial most compartment we had, no? Femoral ring, superior one, then that canal is femoral canal. Sometimes the hernias can happen, right? In that
Okay.
region, sometimes, not always, abnormal obturator artery may be present, I said. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
I am talking about this. Welcome. Beta. Obturator artery is a branch of internal iliac artery. Okay, it passes through this obturator foramen, and then it is entering into the medial compartment of thigh. Okay, so that is. So the two, now what is written here? It divides. Now once it is entering into the medial compartment, it divides into anterior and posterior divisions. Okay, the two branches diverge and run on the outer aspect of outer obturator membrane. Okay, under the cover of obturator externus. Now see here, this is our obturator artery, this is obturator membrane. You can see the pores like this. So it has divided into anterior branch, this one, and posterior branch, this one. You can see twigs going to acetabulum. That means they go and supply the knee joint also. And of course they come down to supply the medial compartment of the thigh. Okay, the two branches anastomose like this together to form an arterial circle. Okay, it gives muscular branches obviously to obturator externus, adductors, pectineus and gracilis. Okay, this is the acetabular branch which is going and supplying the hip joint. Then anastomotic twigs will go and they form like medial circumflex femoral and inferior gluteal artery. That means the anastomotic twigs are going and joining these medial circumflex femoral and inferior gluteal artery. Medial circumflex femoral is a branch of which artery?
Profunda femoris.
Very good, profunda femoris, which in turn is a branch of femoral. Inferior gluteal, beta? Internal iliac. Okay, it's a branch of internal iliac. Now that finishes the adductor muscles. After that, we will now study obturator nerve. Obturator nerve, Very rarely it has come as an essay, but most of the times it is 5 marks question. Very important. Very simple also. Actually, this is lumbar plexus. This obturator nerve, again I will repeat when I am doing lumbar plexus. Little fast I will be there, and I will ask you so many questions now because I will be explaining now very much in detail. Now see here, beta. So now see L1, L2, L3, L4, L5. Okay. So the ventral rami of all these are usually joining to form the lumbar plexus. Okay. Now you can see this one. This in green color, whatever is shown here is the obturator nerve. So origin, it is a branch coming from lumbar plexus. Plexus arising from the ventral divisions. Okay. So basically in brachial plexus also I told you, no, but we have dorsal divisions and ventral divisions. Dorsals are also called as posterior. Ventrals are also called as anterior, isn't it, beta? So these are all anterior divisions. Okay, in green color, also called as ventral divisions, and of course these are ventral rami only. Okay, of which root value? L2, L3 and L4. Same thing is written. L2, L3, L4 spinal nerves, ventral rami. From the ventral divisions, they are joining to form the obturator nerve. Okay. Now, before you read so much of text part, you can just check this picture. It becomes easy. L2, L3, L4. Okay, from the lumbar plexus. Now they have joined to form obturator nerve. Okay. Now this obturator nerve is dividing into anterior division and posterior division. Okay. Now this anterior division is now entering into the medial compartment of the thigh. Okay. So it is supplying which muscle? See, it is basically starts with hip joint. Just now you saw that acetabular branch coming from that artery, right? So obturator artery. Similarly, these are all nearby structures, isn't it? Obturator nerve is also in vicinity, nearby, close by. So it is supplying again hip joint, supplying pectineus is, it may or may not, because pectineus, if it is receiving tweak from femoral nerve, then obturator nerve will not be supplying, isn't it? Because we know pectineus is hybrid muscle, isn't it, better? If femoral nerve is supplying pectineus, obturator nerve will not supply. If obturator nerve is supplying, femoral nerve won't be supplying. Either of these two nerves will supply pectineus. Then we have one tweak going to adductor longus. All medial compartment muscles, beta, nothing great. It's very simple. Okay. Adductor longus, adductor brevis, gracilis, and pectineus. Magnus is not written here because it will be supplied by posterior division. Okay. So subsartorial plexus is also formed by the anterior division of obturator nerve. Okay, like this. So that means anterior division is supplying the see, all muscles are shown. Okay, the adductor longus, okay, pectineus, adductor brevis, gracilis. Okay, so this is the medial compartment of the thigh. Okay, so this is also supplying the hip joint. It's also supplying the femoral nerve. We'll see now. Let us see what is this posterior division. So posterior division is supplying adductor magnus. Sometimes posterior division may supply adductor brevis. If you remember the layout, I told you gracilis and adductor longus are in superficial plane. Brevis is in median plane. And magnus is behind, posterior, deep plane. That means, again brevis, either it will be supplied by anterior division or it will be supplied by posterior division. That's why it's written something like this. Okay. So adductor, like posterior division is supplying adductor magnus, brevis, knee joint and popliteal artery. Okay. These pictures are given in Vishram Singh also. Okay. So you can read from there. So this is our adductor magnus, this is the adductor brevis. Okay. So whatever we studied, no, it is given in the texted way. So course and relations. Now just try to understand. See, this is the pectineus muscle we have. Okay, layout. Deeper plane. That means if you cut all the muscles, then very close to the hip joint, we will see obturator externus. Okay. Then you have cut the longus, superficial plane muscle. Longus is cut. Below that you are finding adductor brevis. Below this you are finding adductor magnus, bulky muscle. Isn't it better? Then you see this is our obturator nerve, which will be dividing into anterior and posterior divisions. Anterior will supply all muscles except magnus, you remember, brevis you remember better. Okay, remaining all are supplied by anterior division. So to avoid confusion, okay. So just let us read. See, it is like obturator nerve. It is reaching the thigh by passing through the obturator canal. We know that, isn't it? Obturator foramen immediately divides into anterior and posterior branches. Anterior branch descends in front of the obturator externus muscle and adductor brevis, and behind the adductor longus and pectineus. Posterior branch, obviously it passes deep only, okay, behind the adductor brevis and in front of adductor magnus. Or just try to memorize these pictures, then writing part becomes very easy better. Okay, that is anterior division. The same thing is given in the flow chart is written here. It gives anterior is giving branches to hip joint, brevis, longus, gracilis. Okay, and cutaneous branches is supplying the skin of the middle one third, that blue area what I have shown you, middle one third of the medial side of the thigh. Okay, vasomotor twigs are going to femoral artery. Okay, these points. See, that means adductor brevis, it will be either supplied by anterior division or it is sometimes supplied by posterior division. Why? Because it is present in middle compartment. Isn't it better? That is. Because brevis is written here also again, no? Posterior division. Remember that. See, it is posterior. Obturator externus, adductor magnus. Okay. Genicular branch. That means it is going and supplying joints also. Okay. So obturator nerve carries vasoconstrictor fibers from the lumbar part of sympathetic trunk. Okay. Which artery? Obturator artery. Now see here, beta, you will get some idea. So in the first part also I told you this is the superficial plane muscles. Superficial plane, what are we finding? Pectineus, adductor longus. No? In the middle, brevis. Behind, magnus. Okay. See this nerve? It is dividing into anterior division, posterior division. Anterior is supplying all pectineus, longus, brevis. Okay. Then posterior is supplying magnus. Sometimes it may supply middle muscle. What is that?
Brevis.
Adductor brevis. Again, it is written in textbooks very clearly. Adductor brevis will be supplied either by anterior division or by posterior division, not by both. Okay. If anterior division is supplying, posterior won't supply. Posterior division is supplying, anterior division will not supply. Okay. Like that. Hope this picture is clear, beta. Sometimes there may be accessory obturator nerve also. Root value is L3 and L4. Occasional branch. Okay, 30% of the subjects, which is descending close to the side of psoas major. Do you remember iliopsoas insertion? Psoas major and iliacus together. They go hand in hand, best friends. Where do they get inserted? Lesser trochanter, isn't it?
Okay.
So if at all it is present, it is again pectineus is supplied by it, hip joint. Okay, then it may give a communicating branch to obturator nerve. Basically pectineus, which nerves I told you beta? Hybrid muscle it is. Anterior division of obturator nerve or femoral nerve I said, right? Okay. Now suppose if there is any injury to obturator nerve, obviously what will happen? Think over. Adductor longus, adductor brevis, adductor magnus, pectineus, gracilis, all damaged. So adduction of the thigh is not possible, isn't it? Whatever movements these muscles are doing, that is gone. Okay. So injury to obturator nerve. It leads to marked weakness of adduction of thigh. However, slight degree of adduction can be done by pectineus. Why? Though obturator nerve is not damaged, still this muscle is supplied by very good femoral nerve. Okay, and it will lead to spasms of the adductors of the thigh in spastic paraplegia. What do you mean by paraplegia? Paraplegia means paralysis of
Both of lower limbs.
both lower limbs or both upper limbs. You use the word paraplegia. Hemiplegia,
Half the side of the
Half
body.
of the body.
quadriplegia, all four limbs.
All four limbs.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay. So the disease of hip joint pain may be referred to knee joint. Why? Because we have seen this nerve is supplying hip joint. This was also supplying knee joint. Okay. So that's the reason there may be a referred pain. Okay. Then after this, now we are going to study the Hunter's canal or subsartorial canal. Emma was telling that section is like femoral triangle. She was confused because she found all